Hello. We're locking in on comms today, and I'm sure you've seen I've brought some stuff back. Some things from long lost times. Also, this song is quite strong for a start. I'm just gonna love it. We're gonna go to a different one. Oh, this is a good starting song. Low energy stream today. We're joined right into a boss fight. I figured so I've been struggling a lot. Hey, song, too loud. I've been struggling a lot with like motivation to start comms the last month. I've been in like a rut of motivation, and I figured what better way to slap me in check than to be on stream. You know, the place where I get distracted easily. I'm gonna try to not do any shenanigans though, and the goal is to get everyone who's currently in my work in progress list on my Trello to have gone to the next stage. Should have a shut up redeem for these. I had one, the lock-in one, but in order for me to like, I need to figure out how to do like lock-in and it forced to go to emoji only, your emo only mode without me having to do it manually. Bully you into work. Yeah, keep me in line. I'm not announcing my stream anywhere other than the Discord because the bot does it. So I won't be like saying on Twitch or Blue Sky or anywhere. I'm just here with my close fam. You stop talking. I don't know how to do that myself. To be completely honest. I don't got duct tape. Yeah, I'm a So it's your guys' job today to make sure that I stay focused. Yell at me if I get distracted. Right now, we're just cleaning up her eyes. I need these ones to go like right here. Yeah. And then that gets erased and those go away. I've been like procrastinating a lot lately. That's a problem. Sorry, I should hold off on bullying you this early in stream. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? I've been like procrastinating a lot lately when it comes to like commissions, which isn't like me because I'm normally like really on top of commissions and stuff. But payback for calling me nerd and then getting all of your friends to call you nerd. That was great. That was hilarious. Yeah, King Pendragon's a new model. It's the Prism customizable model. I love it a lot. We did a little showcase in the last stream. I have the VOD uploaded to YouTube if you want to like check out all the features and stuff. But I'll do here. This is what the face looks like without the eyes closed. But I really like this face, so I'm just eternally in here. I did get the head pat thing to work also, so if anyone wants to, you know, give me a little head pat, it'll be on my model. I got it to work. Are they wrong though? Ah, thank you, Runa, for the head pats. Wow, and look, it follows my head. Oh, I don't know if it'll activate if you did it that close. Thank you, Sonaro, as well. I think that it didn't go off because the other one was still going. I wonder if I could get it to overlap. Technology. I wonder if I could get it to overlap at all. We're going to erase this and erase this, but then we're gonna erase this hair, that hair. There we go. The bangs cover, but the like wispies on the side won't. We still want the eyes to pop out quite a bit. Ooh. I just realized the squids are holding hands. I'm gonna cry. Hi, Laura. Yeah, you're the first person to point it out. I pointed it out last stream because no one noticed. But yeah, I drew all the others are like just sitting there chilling. But those two, they're lovers. So if you buy one, you gotta get both. I'm a fellow fish. What can I say? Exactly. I say that as I'm eating fish right now. Oh, how dare you? I mean, I'm a squid selling squid, so I mean, these ones are lesser beings. They don't have human traits, demon traits. Most lore sirens are cannibalistic compared to mermaids. That's effed up, man. Cannibal merchant! Shh, don't tell them. I like lure in my squid brethren, being like, hey, squid brethren, you want to hang out? And then I'm like, here, you're just gonna sit on this little rack right here. Matcha just threw up. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Matcha threw up. I had to go clean that and wash my hands after cleaning it. Okie dokie. I'm gonna turn off the redeem for matcha treats so that we're not upsetting her tummy more. So let me do that real quick. Give matcha treat. Goodbye. Okay. Yeah, she's all right. She has a very sensitive stomach. So if she eats like too fast or if I change her food type, then she will throw up. And I think that she just ate too fast. Or sometimes she has like a hairball and then food comes up with it. But she's okay. She did one big one and now she good. Anywho, calamari, love it. Calamari is a part of my name. It's where Diamari comes from. It's my IRL name mixed with calamari. Diamari. I could really go for some calamari right now. 37 visitor stands. That's crazy. So yeah, I brought back the daily check-in. For those who know, it used to be collecting your fish, but I figured it would be cute if it was like you're stopping by the market and you get like a stamp for every visit that you do, and then you can like purchase fish. I'm so glad we finally have like a music emote and we can jam. Though having a Poma jam would be fun, like the cat jam, making it Poma, that would be fun. I'm trying to do it with my head, but the VTuber bottle doesn't pick it up. Okay, noted. Get the, when I get a rig done, get them to make it so that I can extend my head out of my neck. So I can do cat jam. Okay. This is good to send to the client. So we're gonna do that. Apathina. What about the dance till you're dead dog for Poma? Oh my god, that's actually a great idea. I really want to go get sushi this weekend, but also it's cold and I'm allergic to cold. It is quite chilly. Slacking, right? Hi, Nuki. Nuki, weren't you just streaming? Are you still streaming? You to check in my streak. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Thank you, Nuki. Nuki, did you see that clip I posted? I ended up editing the clip of me going into Nisa's chest. You just finished? Oh. I hope your stream was good. And thank you, Snow, for giving the shout out to Nuki. I think for my own sanity, I won't be looking at that. That's valid. I'll check it out later. I'm so sleepy now. Go to bed. Go sleep. Go sleeps. I like when my hand is like over here on the tablet and it's like detached from my body. Like, oh, this is all normal. Brah, detached hand. Go sleep, girl. Get that sleep, girl. Girl, I sleep. Hell yeah. Okay. We'll save this. I need to get a bigger desk. I'm actually, for my birthday, I'm gonna try to get a larger desk. I asked my mom if for my birthday if she's willing to go like 50-50 on a new desk. Because I have a mini desk, because where I was living before the move, my space was very, very tiny. I didn't have a lot of space, so I had a tiny desk for it. And now I have my own space again, so I want to get a desk. There was one that was perfect. Like, it was a calyx, and it had a desk attached to it. It was 70 inches long, and I only have 68 inches of space. So I've been trying to think if I can rearrange my room to get it, but I don't think there's any good way for me to be able to do that with the way that my room layout is. You're watching Yuki's stream earlier? That's awesome. You got a nice IKEA desk a few months ago? Oh, see, I was looking at IKEA. That's where I saw the calyx desk. I also like Wayfair a lot. My current desk is from Wayfair, and like my cat towers and all that stuff is from Wayfair. Not sponsored. Okay. I gotta move my tablet aside. The reason why I want a larger desk is because for me to type or like do anything that's not art related, I have to completely move my tablet out of the way, and because my tablet's breaking, it will disconnect if I do that, and then it's a pain in the ass to reset it up. It's not impossible or take a lot of time. It's just like having to do it repeatedly pisses me off. Okay, let's go VGen. We're gonna message Epitina with the line art. My one gripe with VGen is the fact that it takes forever to load. I'm currently in my commission dashboard, and it says you have 0 commission, 0 waitlist, 0 everything, and nothing's loading. So I have to completely refresh the site. I do hope that they optimize on that stuff soon, because like how slow the site is like my one gripe I have with it. My one consistent gripe, I guess. The other gripe I have is, I don't know if anyone here uses VGen to buy art, and if you've ever bought art from someone from a different country than you. When you're buying something off of their like services, it'll show you the prices converted to your currency, which is great. But when they send the proposal to you, it'll show it in their currency. The amount of times that I've had clients message me asking why the price has suddenly increased, and I'm like, no. It's the same price, it's just showing you in Canadian now. And then I have to kind of explain to them the conversion. It's happened like more than 3 times now, where I've had people panicked messaging me being like, why is it different now? And I have to be like, I'm so sorry. It's Canadian now. Because I don't know why they don't consistently show it as like their currency all the way through. Like, why does it stop converting it at the end, you know? Message Abathina. Hi, here is your line work. Please let me know if anything needs fixing. Kitty face. I like using K emojis when I message clients. Which, by the way, if you guys are talking in the chat, I can't see it right now. I'll respond to everything when I'm done sending the message. That's another thing. If I get a bigger desk, I'll be able to get a 3rd monitor. That'll be nice. I miss having 3 monitors. I had 3. It was beautiful. And now I have 2, but one's a vertical monitor, and I have my VTuber model there. And I have my Spotify and everything. I guess I could put the chat there. Do you see a gay now? Oh, hi D. Just here to leave a lurk. Doggo Theory evening, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I hope your day gets better. Thanks for lurking. BB knows again. Yeah. I have a gripe with finding artists that draw males on VGen. It's difficult. It is. A lot of artists draw women, even like from my experience, knowing a lot of different like artists, male or female, non-binary or what have you. Females and cute animals are normally what they draw. My gripe is finding such beautiful art and then seeing no mecha, and I just cry. Yeah. I remember you messaging me and being like, is this too much mecha? And I'm like, no. My thing with mecha, like, the thing that I can't do with mecha is, like, those full, like, suits. Or, like, I really struggle with all the tiny bolts and lines and, like, connection pieces like that. That's tricky. It's not that I can't do it, it's that I know I would go crazy trying to finish one piece on time. Women pretty, for real. Drawing women is fun. They're so soft, you know? And then there's like masculine women, that's a lot of fun. My thing with drawing masks, which I'm trying to get better at it, either masculine women or men, because I can draw feminine men, is like the angular stuff and adding more like values to show off like different dimensions. With women, we're very like, with women and feminine men, we're really like soft. So shading is really like smooth. So I'm trying to get better at drawing masks though. Women with abs, for real, like the mammoth I just drew. Where are my mask ladies? Gotta explain that Canadian is like Monopoly money. It is. Did you know it's also scratch and sniff? You scratch the holographic maple on the money, and if it's new enough. This won't work if it's older money, but if you get a brand new bill, specifically like a $5, you scratch the holographic maple leaf on it and it'll smell like maple syrup. No shit, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. It has to be a new bill though. It doesn't work well if the bill is old because it fades. But our new money smells like maple. And then we have it's also waterproof, so it can go through the wash with no issues. I thought that was a myth. Nah, it's real. Well, I was working at a movie theater when those new bills came out, and so when our tills got filled with those, we were just all sniffing them. It smells so good. But it's harder to come across the new bills these days because those came out in like 2017, I think. So these days it's a lot of like turned around money. Dude, I need to get a new Canadian bill. Holy. If I can ever find one, I'll try and like baggie it for you. I'll try and put it in a baggie for you. Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of bag, don't mind my VTuber model being all wonk right now. I always forget that I want to have this on screen with me. Where is it? Because it resets. There it is. Don't pin it. I gotta have my Him Tortons. There we go. Hi, Moozy. I just arrived and I've learned I need to go to Canada again for Scratch's Stiff Buddy. I will try my best to get a new bill to show you guys if we ever meet. They smell good. Him Tortons. Yeah, it's Him Tortons. I want more people to know I'm Canadian. Like, so badly. I need to find more Canadian creators as well. I know Mala is. Pix now is a Canadian creator because she moved to Canada last year, 2 years ago. Oh, I have an idea. Oh, no, don't sue me. Should have a Canadian sweater toggle. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. The one that says like one of those stereotypical ones that's like, I'm Canadian, so I say sorry, excuse me, bud, hey. I have one that says sorry, 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 sorry. Hi, YouTube. Welcome in. Okay, I have an idea. There we go. There we go. Poma's on top of the Him Tortons. Nice. Okay, you guys are distracting me. Stop it. We gotta get a reference for... We're gonna be working on... Well, first, let me update Apathena's thing. Why is my Trello slow now? Is it just me? Have I been shitting on VGen when it's actually just my internet connection? Okay. We move Apathena further. We're gonna start... Did I already start Lammy's emotes? Oh, I did! I did start Lammy's emotes already. I didn't know I started these. I love having memory issues. What a pleasant surprise. Now we just gotta line them. These gotta be done for February 14th. Oh, I remember working on these. Here I was stressing that I hadn't even started these, but I did. This is like finding a $5 bill in your laundry. Because VJ is slow as hell from what I've seen. Okay, so it's not... Okay, so it's not just my net then. I really hope they optimize it, because sometimes I'd be going fucking crazy trying to refresh the site, trying to see my damn commissions. That's such a good comparison, LMFAO. Yeah, it's like... It's great. Like, what do you mean I already started the... Thank you, past me. I love when past me does shit so that future me doesn't have to. Like, I'm queen of procrastination. I don't normally procrastinate these days. I've been pretty good at it because I My tentacles are uneven. Hello? My tentacles are uneven. Huh. Let me just don't mind me. I must reattach my arm. There we go. Now they're even. Anywho, I'm a lot better with procrastinating these days. But obviously I still fall into those like bad rhythms. Like this month has been really difficult for me to start commissions because my brain hates me. But I love when past me, like right now I'm doing my laundry. I know that tonight, future me is gonna be so happy that my sheets are clean, because I sleep so well when my blanket smells like day one of laundry. That smells so good. All the candles I have in my room right now are laundry themed, by the way, because Bath and Body Works, not Bed Bath & Beyond, Bath and Body Works has candle scent or laundry scented candles. So I get those because I love the smell so much. My mom's like, it just smells like soap. And I'm like, yeah, it's great. Anyway, I feel like that right there, me getting distracted by the tentacles, is like such a good summary for ADHD. Though also there's a lot of people that are like, oh, ADHD is just getting distracted, you're just lazy. And it's like, no. The reason why I haven't been able to start commissions is because of ADHD. My body tells me I'll die if I move. That's what I need to start doing. Present me never wants to do anything, but future me would love if past me did stuff. Yeah, it's so nice. You gotta, like, the way that I've been trying to view it is like, I don't know if anyone else here is like this. When it comes to doing things for myself, I don't give a fuck. But if I have a guest over or a friend or a partner that I'm staying with, I will go out of my way to make sure things are done for them. So I treat future me like a different person. Future me is someone else I need to impress and to make them feel happy. So that's kind of like what I think. Not all the time, though. Sometimes future me can go fuck herself and do it herself. Past me gonna get a right hook for going to bed late last night because they were gaming. It's fun, like, talking about past and future you as different people. Fuck past me for putting off these commissions. But thank you, past me, for doing the laundry. You know? I'm sorry, future me, for eating cucumbers and malt vinegar for my only meal today so far. She's gonna be upset about that later when it's not dinner time and she's hungry. I'm having burgers tonight. Alrighty. Listen, past me and future me are very different people. I have actually a part of me that I apologize for to people. So I'll give an example of what I mean after I tell you. But woken up me, not necessarily morning me, because I am a morning person. I love waking up early in the morning because then it gives me so much time to do stuff in the day. However, the 5 minutes after I wake up, that's a whole different being. That is a monster. She's evil. For example, when I was visiting my partner at the time in the States, I had a really rough flight because I got stuck in Philadelphia, and so I didn't get to sleep for like over 25 hours. So, Middle, you changed your name. I like your name. It looks nice. So I had decided to take a nap when I got to his place, and I said, hey, I don't want to sleep all night long. Like, I don't want to sleep the whole day away. So can you wake me up just before dinner? That gives me enough sleep for me to be able to still sleep the same night and like try to manage it, you know, try to manage my sleep, not oversleeping, not undersleeping. I said, wake me up at 5 p.m. So he goes and he wakes me up at 5 p.m. And so he was just like gently like, hey, D, it's time to wake up. Come on, you gotta wake up. You asked me to wake you up. And I'm like, don't wake me up. Give 5 more minutes. And he's like, I'm gonna be annoying if you don't wake up. And I, in the clearest voice, staring at him, said, you're already annoying. And then I like snapped out of it at that moment after saying that. I felt so bad. I was like, wait, no, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. That was sleeping me. I'm so sorry. And sometimes I forget shit I say. But like, if someone wakes me up, I get really pissed off. Even if I ask them to do it. I'm so mean in the morning. And then once I'm awake, I'm fine. But it's that like transition from being asleep to being woken up. Like, if I wake up on my own, I'm not as grumpy. If I wake up to alarms, I'm kind of grumpy. If someone else wakes me up, I will kill you. It's horrible, bruh. It takes me like 20 minutes to snap out of it. For me, it depends on the day. The last couple of days I've been kind of struggling waking up, but like, yeah, there are some days where it could be 5 minutes, it could be an hour. I didn't notice last time, Metal. I'm sorry. Normally I kind of like, I lock in on the color first, so I know that you're like the teal, I know that Snow is green, I know that Moosey's purple, so I'll lock in on the color and then my eyes scan the name quickly. So I didn't like absorb it last time. Da, 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 da. Oh, my chat's broken. Not like broken, but let me horizontal chat. There we go. I wanted it to like, there we go. I wanted it to blend in with the thing more. There we go. Okay. The flash of momentary blinding rage at being jostled awake is the weirdest feeling. You just reminded me actually of a story before I start line arting, and then I'll lock in, I promise. I was living with an ex at the time, and well, we weren't exes, we were dating, but I don't know what happened. I didn't drink, I didn't do any drugs, there was no intoxication of any kind. But I had a dream that I was a cucumber. Now, listen. I was a cucumber in a field. That was the whole dream. It was just me being a cucumber. I woke up, but I couldn't get out of the dream. Like, I could see I was in my room, but my brain was still convinced I was a cucumber. And I was having, like, paralysis. I couldn't move. And for about an hour, it felt like an hour. It might have only been 5 minutes, but it felt like an hour. My brain couldn't escape the dream. I was trying so hard to wake up. I was like, come on, you gotta get up. And my brain's like, I'm a cucumber. I cannot move. We cannot get out of this field. And it was the trippiest shit I had ever been through. I've not had a dream like that since. I've never experienced like paralysis when it comes to waking up. I don't have paralysis demons. Like I don't have those types of sleeping issues. But for whatever reason, my brain was convinced I was a cucumber and I could not move my limbs. And I remember someone trying to wake me up. Not someone, it was my partner. He was trying to wake me up at one point, and I remember lashing out at him, telling him I was a cucumber, and he got mad at me, being like, stop messing around, get out of bed. I don't know what happened. When I did finally wake up, anytime I look back at it, I just remember the pure confusion and like disorientation. I've never been so disoriented in my life. and like I couldn't move my limbs no matter how much I told my body to move and get out of bed. I was stuck in cucumber mode. It was so weird. Hi Foxy, welcome in. Thank you for the lurk. That's one hell of a story. You're Pickle D. I'm Pickle Rick. I'm Pickle D. Pickle D's and yeah, it was horrible. It was very unnerving. And I feel like whenever I tell the story, no one actually like understands, you know? You guys ever get that? You like have a story and you're like, I know this doesn't sound real, but you have to trust me it is. You have to trust me. So let me get the reference. Oh, Apathema already responded. Let me grab the references. Open link in incognito. Download the image, scanning for viruses. Can I? Yeah, let me download. There we go. Also, if you guys hear any sounds in the background, I realize I totally have my TV on. So if you hear anything, I apologize. I have bird videos on for Matcha right now. I'm good? Okay, that's good. I've never been a cucumber, so I can confidently say that I do not understand that feeling. Have a good stream, working on art right now and lurking. Ooh, good luck with your art, Foxy. Music prop drowns out if it's coming through. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, it's mostly just ambient sounds. If you hear like kind of like a wind sound and then a tweet and then rustle, that's the video. I was gonna throw on a show in the background, but anytime I turn on the TV and grab the remote, Matcha gets so freaking excited. She's such an iPad kid. I also do show her videos on the iPad a lot too. Oh yes, get some work done, Middle. Today is a lock-in stream, so good time to lock in. He's streaming in the middle of the forest. If you hear lumberjacks and birds and chirping and deer, don't question it. I'm just having fun in the forest. I'll be right back. I gotta go grab something. Oh, full cottagecore. Fun fact, when I first started streaming, I was cottagecore themed. I was like, I was trying to go for like a gardener type aesthetic. Bear in the forest that grew turnip creatures. That's how Poma was created, actually. Poma originally was a turnip. He was like a turnip bear. But then when after my hiatus and I came back, I was like, I really love fish and water. So, and I still find it so funny that that was my aesthetic for like a good year. And then suddenly I'm moving and now I'm in a fishing town. Oh, how the stars align. I cannot wait to send you pictures of all the fish I catch this year. I'm so excited. That's adorable. Hi, I like it now too. Yeah, I like both. Both were good. I do find, like, as much as I love cottagecore aesthetic when I'm like playing games and stuff, I'm such a sucker for coastal core, like coastal stuff. Not necessarily, and I always have to explain this to people. Not that I feel like you guys have to have this explanation, but I always like to get it out there. I love fish. I don't like tropical. Like, tropical's fine. I think it's really cool when people are like dolphin and starfish theme. That's neat. But when I say coastal core, I mean the like fish market, stinky fish smell, the dirty coral covered like docks, and the not coral, what is it? Crap, what the whales get that happens on the water. It's not coral. What the heck is that called? They're like round? I forget what it's called. I like the dirty, gritty side of the fish. I felt like you tried going more casual, but then missed the more thematic stuff. Yes, I was going... Initially, I was trying to stay on the modern side. I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a girl who happens to live in a fish town. But that's really hard to nail down. So I was like, I'm just gonna go full out fish. I'm selfish, and I'm a fishmonger, and that made it so much easier for the design. Barnacles! Thank you! Barnacles! I love, yeah, the dirty side of fish. I love the, like, fish you eat. The edible fish. Well, technically, they're all edible. But I know a lot of time, I think you play too much Dredge. I love Dredge. Dredge is my favorite game. I love the, like... I love the pier with the fish smell. And you see all the fishers and the boats. And the water. And then you got, like, the town. I love that. I love that aesthetic. My Animal Crossing. It's that theme. Do you have, like, an actual affiliation or more just ties to home? So, I've shared some pictures in IRL. I've been into fishing since I was a kid. However, fishing was always kind of difficult for me because even though I'm surrounded by the Great Lakes, I never often went to those lakes unless, like, I would go for the summer maybe, but a lot of them are no fishing. You need to find specific fishing spots. And so fishing wasn't something I was able to do all the time. Practical sub badges, that's genius. That's a good idea. I really struggle with, I struggled finding a spot to fish, and then for a while I just didn't try anymore. I kind of just forgot about it. So I hadn't gone fishing for a while until last year when I got my license. And now I live in a fishing town. Like, the dock is 5 minutes from me, and it's completely available for fishing. You love fishing as a kid? It's so much fun. It's so relaxing. I'm not the best at it. I've never caught a big fish. It's always been small stuff. But yeah, I'm licensed to do conservation fishing, which is like fishing for myself, fishing within limits. I didn't get one that like lets me do like mass fishing. Used to live near a lake, so we'd catch trout and bass. That's awesome. I want to try and catch that stuff this time around. I wanted to be a marine biologist for a long time as well. It's not about the fish size, it's about how you use the fish. Exactly. How'd the snow treat you? Not too bad. I posted some pictures in the IRL channel, so we got a lot, but I mean, I'm used to snow. I live in a country where it's constantly covered in it for most of the months, so. It was really cold, but I didn't have to go anywhere. Though last night we got some takeout, which was nice. Cold isn't too terrible? Nah, it's nothing I haven't seen before. I've dealt with -40 before. I've heard some parts of Canada are really bad. Yeah, Northern Ontario specifically, and like all of North Canada is really bad. Most of the population, though, lives along the border. Like, I'd say, so the population of Canada in its entirety is equivalent to the population of California in the States. Like, we have a lot of people, but compared to other countries, we don't have a lot of people. And everyone either lives in the Toronto area or the Vancouver area. Then you have some like sporadic spots. Like you got Winnipeg, you got Regina, you got like those other main cities, but those have a lot less. The two big ones are Toronto and Vancouver. And those don't really get that cold. I'd say the coldest one is like Nova Scotia. We got Newfoundland gets really cold. Like you'll see icebergs in Newfoundland even in the middle of summer. And the water's so cold in the summer too. -50 in Ontario. Yeah, that is like so north where no one lives. So we're fine. Not no one, but most of the population for Ontario lives in that little wiener. That's what I like to call it. The little wiener surrounded by the lakes. Everyone lives around there. When you start going north, it's more, you got more native folk, you got people who are crazy, and you got scientists. But the average person lives like no higher than Lake Superior, honestly. Yeah, Canada is interesting. Most of it's untouched, and we like it that way. We like that most of it's untouched. We have entire territories that are protected, which I think is really cool. You can't build there. As someone from Brazil who visited Montreal in midwinter for an exchange trip, I suffered when it hit -28 Celsius. That's what it is today. To me, that's average. Yeah, I know that the cold is tough for people who aren't from here, especially because, like, I know that it gets cold in the States, and I have experienced a really bad snowstorm in the States before, where I fell on my ass 3 times trying to get to the store. But the cold in Canada it's crisp. Specifically this Friday, the weather says that it's gonna be -25, and it's going to be, which that's the without the feels like. It'll probably feel like -30. And then it's also sunny that day. So when it's sunny and it's -30, that's a horrible combo. You know it's gonna be bad. One, you're gonna be blinded. This is like something that people who aren't around snow often don't really know. But when it's sunny out and everything's covered in snow, you cannot see. You are blinded. It is so bright out because the white is just reflecting the sun into your eyeballs that when you walk into a building, your eyes have to readjust and everything. Like you walk into the building and you have to kind of stand there and wait for your eyes to go back to normal. It's crazy. Despite being from lower New York, this is probably one of the coldest weeks I can remember. Really? Tomorrow's supposed to be the worst, I think. Best of luck to you guys. Up here, our water went out because of the cold. Hi, Flan. Yeah, I got blue hair. Blue and teal. Yeah, I'm used to bad snow. The coldest I've ever experienced was like -40. That was brutal. But the thing that I find kind of interesting with the cold is it could say it's -10. But that doesn't really say much, you know? Because -10 one day can be different another day. I think it completely depends on the amount of wind, and all that stuff. Certainly not the coldest ever, but it's been a while, I think. Yeah, this is definitely one of the worst storms in a long time. You don't always realize how cold you are until you go inside. The wind matters a lot too. Yeah. The worst is, I really don't like the sunny and cold combo because I find that's the coldest days. The coldest days are when it's sunny out. If it's snowing like crazy, it's not that bad. But if it's like -30 and the sun is out, oh my god, you know that your nose is gonna fall off. Welcome back, Snow. Hi, Sammy. Feh. You know what, actually, since you said feh, let me just show you something. Oh, I'm really close. I forgot to zoom back out. We got feh. Feh right there. Feh. Anywho, back to art. Good luck to you all. Being in the southern hemisphere means I'm suffering from heat now. Got told off today at my inner shift for wearing mid-length loose shorts. Brother, I take the bus in the heat. It's not even inappropriate. Yeah, that's crazy. What? Are those spade things part of your hair or tails? It's, they're, squid arms. I got squid arms. So they work like arms. Feh. Feh. Hi, Chu. Welcome in. Yeah, technically I have 4 arms. Arms, yeah. If you look at a squid, they'll have like, hello, there we go. We got like their little fin ears in their head, right? And then they're kind of like this shape. Then they'll have their arms like here, and then they have their legs. And so I took these bits and these bits, and I've added that to her hair. So they work like arms, and like, I have an idea for, well, can you hold stuff with them? Yeah, she uses them to catch fish. I do, so I've been working on her like monster design, and I do kind of want to turn all of her hair into like tentacles and then making her arm bits longer. Oh, you guys can't see that. There we go. So that's kind of the plan I have for her hair when she's like full monster form, is her hair like actually becomes all octopusy. Though, not octopusy. Squiddy. I'm a squid, not an octopus. But yeah, though also I've been thinking about like Octoon. Now stop, Splatoon. Does that mean you have 3 brains? Yeah, but they're like this. They're really tiny. I doubt, what the heck? I'm allowed to make that joke, not you. You love the model? Thank you, Flen. It's a customizable model. It's the Prism customizable model. It was only like 186 Canadian, which I think is like 130 USD. Definitely worth it. It's very expressive, as you can tell by my closed eyes. No, it's quite expressive. It's got a lot of stuff going on. I love it. I really like this face though. I've also thought, like, if I were to get like a full customizable model, I could go a bit more into the squid hair, since not customizable model, I mean custom model. When going into a custom model, I can add more things that are specific to me. So I was thinking of maybe doing like squid hair also. I'm still kind of thinking. Gmail, please open for commissions. I'm trying. Oh, we have ads incoming. Thank you, Nightbot. Thank you, Nightbot, for doing your job. I kind of regret not making it an expression, but maybe I'll get it added someday. Yeah, it's such a good face. I kind of want to be, you know how Chibidoki is known for her cross eye? Like her derpy eye? I want to be known for the sleepy face. That and fish, of course. You're very silly, fellow fish lover. Thank you. That is such a huge compliment, honestly. Oh, thank you for the follow. I love being silly, and I'm inappropriate sometimes. I posted my first YouTube short yesterday of a funny moment from our Saturday stream. Be prepared to have me here for the next year. Hell yeah. I love that. I'm streaming tomorrow, so I'll see you tomorrow, maybe? Around same time? I stream Wednesdays and Saturdays, 11 a.m. EST. Today is an unscheduled stream because I needed to lock in on art. And I was struggling to do it on my own terms. Inappropriate is kind of an understatement. I was appreciating Anissa's assets. What do you mean you don't motorboat your viewers' OCs? That's what they all say. Not like HR is gonna stop you when you are HR. Exactly. Hey, I know Marinth loved me giving Anissa attention. How long do you usually stream for? So, I'll wait to answer that until ads are done, actually. I don't know if you can still hear me, Sam, but I'll wait until ads are done to respond. Snap, got sniped by ads. I knew it. Someone let Sam know I'm waiting for ads to finish to respond. Thank you, Runa. Thank you. I love you. I totally forgot I was sub, so I was waiting for the ads. Yay, ad-free viewing. This character is so cute. I really like their model. No more ads, you're out? Lovely. So for streaming, it does depend on the day. I try to go for a while, but my hard cutoff, so this is all Eastern time, just a heads up. So right now for me, it's 2:05 p.m. I normally have to do a hard cutoff at like 4 to 4:30 p.m. because I help my family and kind of have family time from 5 p.m. to like 7 p.m. So I stream in the mornings from 11 a.m. EST, and if I have really good energy, I'll go straight until like the 4 to 4:30 mark. 3:30 is kind of the average, like 3:30 p.m. If I'm like really struggling with my energy though, I'll only stream for a few hours. But I try to do like, you know, like almost a full work day. Not really. That would be 9 to 5. So I do like 11 to 4. Today I didn't start streaming until 1 because it was unscheduled. But I'd say a solid like 2 to 5 hours depending on the day. What do you mean again, Snow? Why is your nose bleeding? Are you dry? Is the cold dry for you? I get a bloody nose if it's really dry. Room is cold. Oh, thank you for the follow. Perfect then, because I'm in CET. Get to chillax after a long day. Oh, nice. What time is it for CET right now? Hello, Siren. Let me know if I'm not saying your name right, by the way. 8 p.m.? Okay, so you're 4 hours ahead, which I think is the same time zone as Jay. But that works out. You can hang out with me in the evening. A lot of my viewers actually are normally like quite ahead of time for me. That's why I like streaming in the mornings, but also the people who are roughly the same time zone as me can watch me while they're at work, which I think is a nice thing to have in the background, you know? It's the right way? Awesome. I'm glad I got it right. I struggle with names sometimes. If you stream at night, you only get the American audience for the most part. Yeah. I find my viewership tanks a whole bunch when I stream at night because I've kind of made myself a part of the European crew. European, Asian, African, like that general area is kind of where a lot of my demographic is. And as a Canadian, I love that. I love that. I love the like different regions of people who watch me. And a lot of my friends are over in Europe as well. One of us. One of us. Heck yeah. The only thing that kind of sucks is trying to like plan something that normally I can't do in the morning. If I want to do like game streams or if I want to do something late in the evening, like watching a movie, most of my viewers can't end up hanging out for that, which kind of sucks. Canada X Europe Yuri. That's like, so now did you ever, I didn't get into this, but I knew of it. There was like that comic thing online where the countries were like characters. Like there was Canada. I know that there is an anime, but I'm not talking about the anime. I'm talking about the comic where their heads were like circles. No, not Hytalia, because Hytalia is the anime. This was like a thing done on Tumblr where their heads were circles with the flags. You've seen that? I didn't get into it either, but sometimes it would pop up on my feed and there would be so many gay ships between like US and Russia, I think was one of them. Canada was always kind of the silly like like a comedic character. Oh yeah, back in those days when the internet was funny. It's less funny these days. Thought you were talking about Scandinavia and the world for a sec. Oh, they're literally called country balls. Is that what they're called? Country balls? Country balls. Yes. Sometimes people will draw them with a body though. I remember people like giving like Russia this really cool like leather jacket with like fluff on it. Got a little bit of lag with my pen today. I'm excited to pick the raffle winner tomorrow. Which, oh, for the new peeps in here, on Blue Sky, I'm hosting a raffle to celebrate 1,000 followers on there. It's going to be a Skeb style illustration. So, meaning that you don't get like updates or anything. Oh, thank you, Snow. Meaning that like, I'm not gonna be doing like any updates or anything. It's just you give me your character and you can tell me like their general like personality and stuff, and then I do an illustration based off of that. But I choose the pose, I choose the atmosphere, I choose everything else. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you, Snow. Yeah, pin it, girl. Thank you. Looks like some people use country humans as the tag, giving the balls bodies. Yeah. Yeah. What a weird time. I would only rarely see them on my page, but when I did, I'd always be kind of interested. Some people would do like animatics with them. Reminds me of the Mikus of the world. That was such a fun trend. I need to trick you into reading Scandinavian and the world one day to confirm if Canada's accurate there. Okay. I gotta say, these days, Canada's personality feels kind of all over the place. I know that like to other countries are kind of viewed as like very sweet and very fun, and you know, we're the goobers of the world. But lately, there's been some real hateful crap going on here. It makes me really sad. I like to hold up to, unless it comes to war, then we're terrifying, yes. We're that nice friend that you don't want to piss off. But there's some stuff going on within Canada that's just like really disappointing as a Canadian born and raised. And I like to try to be the example of what a Canadian should be. As much as I can, at least. But I do not represent all Canadians, that's for sure. But I try to be a sweet, silly goober as much as I can be. I want to be the nice, stereotypical Canadian. Exactly. Like, I'm proud as hell to be Canadian, and I love this country. I'm very grateful I was born here. I wish more people were as grateful. We got our issues, but we have it pretty good in comparison to a lot of other places. Heavy side-eye. Heavy side-eye. Not gonna say who, but heavy side-eye. I know a lot of Canadian content creators that I find very fun and nice to watch. That's good. That's good. I'm glad. As Canadians, we're sweet people. We're sweet people until you piss us off. It's because we put all of our anger into the geese. Don't fuck with the geese. They're mean. When I tell someone I'm Canadian, I want them to know I'm chill like that. Exactly. I have the Canadian flag on my suitcase for when I travel. Though I found out, and this pisses me off, I found out there are people who will put the Canadian flag on their luggage even though they're not Canadian so that people assume they're nice. Which, maybe just make your actions say you're nice. But like, it makes me nervous that people are going to be putting that on their bag and then they're gonna be rude and they're gonna put a bad name for us. Like, please only put the Canadian flag if you are Canadian. Please. If you're not a Canadian citizen, you live in a different country, please don't put the Canadian flag on your bag. You're doing a good job at it with you being the first nice Canadian I met. Wait, like you've met other Canadians and they're not nice, or I'm the first Canadian you've met and I am nice? I'll fight the mean Canadians. I'll throw hands so hard. I've always heard it's more to make sure they aren't assumed to be from the US and thus fly under the radar a bit. Yeah, that is true. I have heard that it's a lot of people from the US that are doing it. I didn't want to like say a specific location, but like, for the people who are kind, I'm glad that it works for you. But my biggest fear is some jackass puts that on his bag so that he can get like special treatment. And then yeah. First, that is nice, but to be fair, you were the third I met. Damn, you had 2 mean Canadians? Send me their location. They're probably my cousins over in the next town over. Yeah, Snow's Canadian. Snow's really nice. So there you go. You got 2 nice Canadians. Are you nice though? Everyone's aware the US stereotype sucks. It does suck. I do feel bad for people who are genuinely really nice and had the misfortune of being a part of that demographic. But yeah. You're free to bring it up at this point. I just try not to like talk too negatively, which is why I try not to bring up anything specific. Like, obviously I have my views and beliefs and stuff, and I like to believe that mine align with a good majority of the people on this platform and within this community. But I try to, there's so much of it in the news, we don't gotta talk about anything going on. This is low energy. Yeah. I'm trying to focus, but I keep getting sidetracked. That's true, but sadly you're like the 7th now. Got lucky with meeting nicer ones after D. Ah, hell yeah. Yeah, I did meet, I met Bob like several years ago. I'm glad that I could be a good example for Canadians. I have a weird question for you guys. What's better, malt vinegar or white vinegar? Just a random question. Your entire family's nice? I'm really glad for you for that. That's awesome. Not everyone can say that, so that's like actual bragging rights. Malt? Hell yeah. Me too. I used to drink malt straight out of the... Actually, I did this a couple days ago. We got fish and chips, and I always put malt vinegar on my fries. And I drank straight out of the packets. I'm currently eating cucumbers that are soaking in malt vinegar. I have not had a family get-together drama with my close family ever. That's so awesome. I wish I could say the same. I heard, I need the non-Canadians to confirm this. Is it actually like a Canadian thing to put malt vinegar on our fries? I've heard that that's like a Canadian thing. Canadian and I think England. But I've heard that like there are a lot of places that don't do that. Like when you get fish and chips, like it is almost law that you must put malt vinegar on your fries. Malt soda? I've not heard of malt soda. Isn't it like a fish and chips thing originally? Yeah. And I heard that like that's not really a thing that like other people do. Like in the States when they get fish and chips, they don't put malt vinegar on their fries. I love malt vinegar. It's so yummy. I have fries just so that I can have malt vinegar. Ketchup and or malt vinegar. I'm very 50-50 on ketchup. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I like mayo. I like dipping my fries in mayo or chipotle. I, a Scottish Norwegian, don't put anything besides salt or dressing on my chips. What counts as dressing? Ketchup chips, though? I liked it as a kid. I don't like it as an adult much anymore. I can eat it. So my thing with ketchup chips is if it's at a party in a bowl, I will eat it. I will never go out of my way to eat ketchup chips. Fake Canadian. I mean, I also don't like maple very much. Sometimes. It's such like a 50-50. I like maple on waffles. I don't like maple flavored things very much. Unless it's maple and brown sugar oatmeal. I also don't like beaver tails. I love poutine though. I could mess up a poutine real fast. Also, it is like a traditional drink that is drunk during Christmas here, and you mix it with orange soda. Oh, is it like a sparkling? Is it like sparkling? Unless it's real maple flavoring. Maple flavor sucks ass. Yeah. I do like real maple, like maple syrup. But I also just like don't have a sweet tooth. Oh, my favorite Canadian treat, and this is making me drool. I love butter tarts. Butter tarts are my favorite Canadian treat. Nanaimo bars are good, but butter tarts are peak Canadian treat. I do not have a sweet tooth, but I could eat like 50 butter tarts in one go. I never get sick of them. I like when there's raisins in the filling, but then there's like a pecan crumble on the top. I've been doing ketchup and mayo with my fries lately. I used to always mix ketchup and mayo together when I was a kid. That is what I would have on my burger, like the only thing on my burger, and that's how I would have my fries. I don't do it anymore though. Tarts with the butter. It's like real maple syrup and in a tart with butter. And then you put raisins in it if you like raisins. I love raisins. And then you put a pecan crumble on top, or you can just have it plain with nothing in it or on top. But those are my favorite. I do not like the butter tarts that start getting fancy with like the chocolate drizzle and all that. That's too much. That's too much for me. I like the classic. I got a text from my mother. Groceries are here in 10. Okay. So I'll dip in like 10 minutes to put away some groceries. And also I gotta switch over my laundry anyway, so we'll take a break in 10. Butter tarts is a good choice. Been wanting to make them so often after you told me about them. How much have you made them since you've started? I also gave I had Logan start to make them, and he's made them more than I've eaten them last year. He's made them like 6 times. They're so good. My favorite is when they're fresh. Oh, I'm drooling. I want butter tarts. Nanaimo bars are good if you like coconut. I really like coconut, but I'm not a huge fan of chocolate, and that's why it's not like something I eat frequently. What other Canadian treats do I like? Sour keys. Sour keys are really good. Specifically the Koala brand sour keys, where chewing them is like chewing jerky. Like you gotta fight to bite through it. Those are the good sour keys. I didn't know those were Canadian, by the way, until I was talking to someone. I was like, oh man, I really want sour keys. And they were like, what's a sour key? It's like, you know, it's a sour key. It's a candy. I have made them 4 times already. Made me a fat ass. At the bakery you work at, are you like a higher up, or are you just like an average worker? Because if you have any influence on what goes on the menu, you should try and recommend that they do butter tarts. Spread the word of butter tarts for me. Please. We need more butter tarts and more poutine in places that aren't Canada. The shock I have that poutine has not taken over the States. It's literally cheese, fries, and gravy. That sounds so American. So why isn't it in the US? I think it's because they get like deterred by the word curd. They're like, ew, curd. I don't like curds. I don't want to eat a curd. It's like, no, but it's so good. It squeaks in your mouth. You can microwave it on a plate a little bit, like 10 seconds with some salt. And they're slightly melted. And then when you bite it, it's squeaky, squeaky, squeak. Midwest does cheese curds. They'll have poutine. Poutine! Poutine's so good! Melty cheese curds, yes, yes. We have a factory over here that makes them, and they actually made too many at one point, and they were selling them by the barrel at a discount. I wanted one so bad, but I knew that I wouldn't be able to eat it all. I'm a head baker. I am especially in charge of the sourdough bread production. Oh, that's so cool. Well, you should see if they'd be willing to do butter tarts as like even like a specialty, like seasonal thing. I need more of the world to know about butter tarts. Finding out that those were only in Canada was baffling to me. I thought that was like a worldwide thing. Finding out that it was only in Canada kind of broke my heart. Like oh, they're so good. A local restaurant did what they called Iowa poutine. It was crinkle cut fries, breaded cheese curds, gravy, and bacon. That sounds really good. I normally just go for the classic poutine, but the one poutine that I like that's not classic is the pulled pork poutine. That's really good. Oh, there's also breakfast poutine where instead of like full fries, you do like the home fries, the like little cubed ones. And then you do bacon, green onion, the cheese curds, gravy, and then you get an egg and then hollandaise sauce on top. That's good. Mexican poutine is good too, where it's got like a hot sauce, you got pico de gallo, you got avocado. That's really good too. I could tell my boss about them, but low chance of production them since what we make at my workplace is a bit different. Oh, okay. Fine. The world will not know about the beauty of butter tarts. You could have named it the Diamari special. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna go check on the laundry and I'm going to bring in the groceries and put those away. I'll be back probably in like 30 minutes, give or take. I'll probably be back around when the ads are going and we'll re-wrap around when the ads are done. RB. hang out in the just chatting area while I eat some food. Oh, hang on. We'll do this, and then I'm eating food. Okay. And we'll chill like this and kind of chat a little bit while we wait for ads to creep up, because they'll be showing up in like 8-ish minutes. Actually, no, I want to go over here. Oh, thank you, Snow. You're so on top of it. Thank you. Matcha's begging me for food. Matcha, you threw up. You're not allowed any of my food. I gave her a taste of imitation crab yesterday, and oh my god, she went feral for it. This sounds like Caravan Palace. Hell yeah. I love Caravan Palace. Caravan Palace. Been listening to them since high school. Really? Send it to me in DMs. I want to listen to that after stream. Oh, I have an update on Hytale. I think I've done pretty much everything in the game that was possible. I won't spoil anything. But yeah, real good. I've discovered, well, I still need to get 200 memories. I'm at like 180 something. Oh, damn, really? At least you have it saved somewhere. Maybe did it get copyright stricken, maybe? You know my favorite mashup? The Making Bacon Pancakes one. With that one song, the In New York. Nothing you can't do. Make a bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes, by the way, are very yummy. I'm not a huge fan of pancakes, but bacon pancakes are fire. Reese's Puff songs, I know that one, but I forget how it goes. I know exactly what one you're talking about, though. The eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. Reese's Puffs, Reese's Puffs. That one's a good one. I'm eating a salad. I don't even know if any of this works together. It's mostly leftovers from my poke bowls that I made the other day. But then I put Italian dressing with no rice. I don't know, I wanted a salad and I couldn't really think of what dressing to use for crab. Alrighty. Back back to art. I also drink some water. Oh, I think I got the text-to-speech thing to work also. If anyone wants to test that out. I put it through Mix It Up instead, because I had it through a different program. Because Mix It Up has always given me issues, but I figured I'd give it a shot again. Well, we'll see how long it lasts before it gives me issues again. Because Mix It Up is Tombato! Hell yeah, it works. I haven't gotten it to work with the Poma PNG tuber yet. Because a lot of the programs I was looking at were a bit of a pain to set up. But yeah, I'll figure that out hopefully eventually. There's one that's easy to use that requires you to pay for it, and I'm a little too broke right now. But I'm most likely gonna get it. It's like called VT Studio or something like that. And it looks pretty easy to use. Back to sleepy face. No, it's called VT Studio. Like, it is VT, it connects to VTube Studio. Maybe it's not called VT. What's it called? VTS POG. VTube Studio POG. I don't know what the POG stands for. What does it stand for? Processor of Gossip. It's $15 American. And you can get it to like work with like a PNG tuber and a VTuber and stuff. The guy who oh yeah, if you have a moot that does it, then please do, because I don't know anyone who does it like directly. A lot of it was requiring me to set up voice meter to have like the aux situation, but the thing is that I already do that for something else. And I don't want to mess with it more and break it. That's how I split my Spotify music from my general music. Or not general, my general audio. That way when I post the VOD, there's no music. Gotta head to bed, got work in the morning. Sleep well, Bob. Thank you. I'll probably only be streaming another hour or so. But thank you, thank you. Good night. Good night, boob. We got ads incoming. I think I figured out what hurts my tummy, by the way. I eat too fast. Gotta chew, girl. I'm so notoriously bad for not chewing. My mom gets so agitated at me because she'll look over and my plate's empty and I'm already done eating. You ain't Kirby. Hey, but I'm a Kirby main. I say main, but I haven't played Smash in friggin' forever. I just one-shot that. You see that? That was magnificent. Oh, I like this song. Oh, that was also magnificent. I'm gonna do something that I did for my emotes, which is where I drew the hairpin on a different layer, and then I just like morphed it to perspective. That way I didn't have to draw it every time, and it would stay consistent. Also, I was given permission to simplify this into non-pixel. I was willing to do that. It was a matter of coming to terms on pricing, because I would charge more if I had to do more details like that. And it was not something that they wanted, so we decided to compromise on something simple. Because their character is very, very detailed, and so I would have had to charge more for a lot of the details within her character. So we made sacrifices in some areas that still work for the design. Are you okay, waifu? Yeah, why? Am I a waifu? I don't know if I'm wife material. You been gone? Oh yeah, there was internet issues. I was gone for a Christmas break, and then when I was returning, there was a huge storm in my area that broke our internet. We had to get a new dish. I don't know if I'm naughty. Goober material. I am goober material. It looks like a Diglett right now. Thanks, Noah. My mom cannot find some of our orders that came in. We put the groceries away and we're missing some of the stuff that we ordered. Doing delivery groceries are convenient, but it is such a pain because a lot of the times you're missing stuff. You ate them. It was like bologna, cheese, and ham and stuff. The sandwich stuff, salami as well. I'm also a cucumber. True. Only sometimes. I just ate a bunch of cucumbers. Is that cannibalism? Gasp, how could you? It was yummy. Nah, Yuyub is right. I'm a cucumber. Thanks, River Arto. I struggled for a moment. Thank you, River. We're working on the hair piece. Cucumbers aren't bitter. What kind of cucumbers you eating? They're juicy. A little bit sweet, if anything. I apologize if you hear the dogs barking. I don't know what they're barking at. It's only 3 p.m., so we're not expecting anyone. It tastes like diseases. Damn. I love cucumber. I could eat cucumber endlessly. Yeah, I don't know what they're going off about. But they're really going. The younger dog has kind of a bad barking habit. The older dog doesn't really. He didn't bark until the younger dog came around. The cucumber pickle. I might actually have to lean cucumber. I love pickles, but I don't know. I think cucumbers are more versatile. Pickles are good when you want that sour kick, which is great. But cucumbers, you could put it in a salad. You could chop them up and put them in a sandwich, which I guess you could do with pickles too. I just had cucumbers and malt vinegar, and then I had cucumbers with crab. You can have it in a poke bowl. Dill pickle over sweet pickle? Oh, hell yeah. Sweet pickles are disgusting. Sweet pickles are so gross. I do not like them. My grandma, and I you know, I kind of blame my grandma. She would have pickles in the fridge, and as a kid, I'd get excited and have a pickle. And it was always dill pickle. And then one time, she had sweet pickles, but I didn't notice because I was a kid and I didn't read. So I grabbed the jar, take out a pickle, and I bite into it, and it was sweet. And I was like, ew! And I think because of that, I don't like pickles. It's also kind of why it took a long time for me to like honey. Hello. Anyways, the reason why I don't like honey is because as a kid, I was very young, mind you. I didn't know how to read at this point. I really wanted a snack and my mom wasn't home. I wanted sour cream. I loved sour cream, and as a kid, I could eat it by the handful, and that's what I tried to do. I couldn't find sour cream, and so I went to the cupboard to see if I could find anything to eat there, and I see a container of sour cream. Mind you, I am very young. I don't know sour cream is supposed to be in the fridge, so I don't question it. I open the sour cream container. I don't look in it. I just like lift the lid off. It's still like really up high, so I don't bring it down. I put my hand into the container. I scoop it and put it into my mouth without looking at what it actually is for it to be really sweet. It was honey. My mom put honey in a sour cream container, and because of that, I didn't like honey for years. Because like when your mind expects one thing and tastes another thing, you end up getting really thrown off. Also, the reason why I stopped mid-sentence is because my mom came in. We're missing like 3 bags of groceries. She's like, this? No. Well, actually, the list was like, we didn't get any of our deli meat. We didn't get any of our cheese. Basically, we didn't get any cold products because I just remember putting stuff away in the cupboard. So now my mom has to call them and be like, we're missing like a good chunk of our groceries. And this is, yeah, I don't like doing well, we didn't do delivery, we did pickup, so we put in the order and then we go there and they load the truck and then we bring it back home. That's why I like shopping for myself. But I also understand totally why we do it, because my mom is busy most of the day and the kids are at school. I don't know what she needs, so me going to the store for her, I'm probably gonna mess up just as bad as the people at the store. I feel like honey on its own is much better than sour cream. I like sour cream, man. I don't know what to tell you. Honey, I did end up coming around on. I really like it on toast with peanut butter. Like I'll do the toast. I'll do a thin layer of butter, then I'll do peanut butter, and then I'll drizzle honey. And I like honey with apples. I like honey flavor, but yeah, as a kid, I didn't like it because I've never had a sweet tooth. Not really for most of my life. I've never had a sweet tooth. I really like cheese and I really like salty things. Oh, I gotta tell you guys what was said to me at my last job. I didn't do anything against this coworker because I knew that what she was asking was genuinely heartfelt and she didn't mean it in a mean way. But when I was working my last job, just for reference, I'm on the heavier side. And I was at work and someone brought in a cake in the kitchen. The person who was working in the kitchen at the time, it was just her. She said to me, she was like, oh, do you want some cake? There's some cake here. I'm like, oh, no, I'm okay. She's like, why, you don't like cake? I'm like, I don't really like sweet things. Like, I don't have a sweet tooth, so I don't eat pastries a lot. She's like, then how come you're fat? And I'm like, huh? She's like, how come you're fat? Really? I'm like, I too much takeout during COVID? Probably. I'm pretty sure that's why. But it was just like, she was new to Canada, so I didn't like hold it against her. She's definitely one of those like older women that like to her that wasn't like a rude thing to ask. So I didn't do anything about it, because I knew that she didn't mean it in a mean way, and I'm self-confident, so like that didn't like hurt me at all. But it was just like so jarring. Like, huh? I've never been asked that before. And I was like, you know what? Why am I fat? I've been skinny most of my life, but it was definitely through COVID. I got way too much takeout and was sitting on my ass all day through COVID. That and also hit my mid-20s, and sometimes in your mid-20s, you know, it just goes downhill. But it was just like, I had never been asked that, and I'm like, you're right, why am I fat? But I know that anyone else would have reported her, but I was like, I know where she's coming from. She's an older woman. I believe she's from Croatia. Like, to her, that's not an insulting question, so I didn't hold it over her head or anything. I didn't view her any lesser because of it. She was pretty, I would say she was sweet, but she was an older Croatian woman. She had to, but I respected her for it. Again, I'm assuming she was Croatian. I don't know actually where she was from. I'm like 80% sure though she's from Croatia. 80%. I should ask. I have her number. She would argue with everyone. She was fiery and short and old. That is still so wild. I know it is. Especially because, like, growing up, at least, like, in North America, you're taught you do not talk about people's weight. Like, that is, like, the thing you do not say to people or ask. But I do know in other countries that is, like, that is such a normal thing to talk about. I think we need to make the face lower. Like there. Okie dokie, Snow. Is that a baby cry? I don't want to hear a baby crying in my music. Oh, I like Jam. Your music is so, like, bubbly. I also think I need to make the face tinier. Like that? I think I also need to make the whole thing just kind of like shorter. Oh, like right there. Yes. Okay, and now we'll add some color. So this makes it really easy. Like, the reason why I'm doing the clip by itself, I did this for my emotes. I did my 2 hair clips on their own layer, and then I would copy paste and morph it to whatever angle, because a lot of the time emotes are very rarely at a very, like, distinct angle. They're normally 3/4 face on type sort of deal. If I was doing an emote where the face is like in a completely different angle where I would need to redraw the clip, then I would. But a lot of emotes have the face in roughly the same general angle. And so drawing the clips on their own and then just copy pasting it saves so much time instead of drawing them every single time. And then it also keeps it consistent as well. He came from D&D while on break. Hope all is going well in here. Yeah, it is. Did you end up watching the edited clip that I did of me and Anissa's chest marathon? You did. Have you shared that with anyone? I'm curious. Like, look what this streamer did to my character's boobs. It's good day, say goodbye. You're good to me. You were having a lot of fun in there. I was. So wild that this happened. I like to be a little unhinged. And then I remembered that my mom watches my streams and I panicked. And not shared it yet, but think about it. Please do, honestly. I'm really proud of my behavior in that moment. Ball pit, boob pit. In hindsight, we should have seen it coming. I mean, Nuki asked me what I thought of the chest he drew. I was just showing him my absolute joy in his boobalent rendering. You know? To you, you first to me, will be this thing to fool me once, fool me twice. I said to you, you were worse to me. I just oh, whoa. I guess I need more art of Anissa with cleavage just so you have more to dive into. Hell yeah. I mean, who doesn't want to drown in cleavage, you know? I think that looks pretty good for the hair clip. Now we'll put these all in here. That's one way of seeing it. Alright, and then this way, I would just like copy, paste, why is it? Oh, I see. Let me just this and go here. Oh, let's see this. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh boy. That's a boobalicious art. See, now look how good this is. I didn't even have to draw it all again, and it's just a matter of like... they found the groceries! The person who filled the truck, one of the employees, forgot half of it back in the store. The other half was still at the store. It's one of the first pieces you ever got. That's so cool, though. Man, I want so much money to get so much commissioned artwork. And that is a nice duck, isn't it? And then because this is just going to be a line art preview, we just goodbye the color. And then we can erase that. And erase the bit of lined hair. There we go. And we'll do her like face marks and stuff with hello words. With the color. There we go. Oh, and you drew it so you can copy paste it on all the other emotes you're doing for it. Yeah. Makes it so much easier. If you want to try to get more clip visibility, I can give you the tips I was told. I mean, I don't really care about visibility. I just do it for fun. If someone shows up to it, then that's cool. I'm mostly doing it so that I can try and get a little bit better at editing. I appreciate it. Thank you, Metal. Yeah, clips are like the last thing. Like, my YouTube is purely just for me to kind of collect memories more than like get a reach. If someone happens to find my YouTube and likes what they see and comes over, that's awesome. But a lot of my push is going more towards like social media and more frequent streaming. Yeah, I'd say I'm doing pretty good with my growth. I think that if I was doing like gaming streaming, it would be something I'd want to push more into, because when you're a gamer and you're streaming like variety games, it's a lot harder. Like, there's a lot more competition. But with art, it's a lot easier to kind of find your community, because people who like your art will come to your stream, and then at that point it's up to personality. I know a lot of people, they look for art streams that are cozy and comfortable. So some people who come to my streams and then I'm in someone's cleavage, they're like, oh, what the heck? And then it's up to them if that's too much for them, or if they like having an art stream that's a little more unhinged. Yeah, exactly. If someone likes my art, then they can show up. If not, then it's okay. And so the advertising is me doing commissions, which is why I love streaming my commissions and taking them and posting them. Because it's kind of like its own little ecosystem, like its own little cycle. I take commission, I draw commission on stream, post commission on socials. People see that I streamed it, and that I take more commission. I get more commission, I stream more. It's like a nice little circle that I do. The first thing you decide to edit is you diving into Anissa's cleavage. I mean, you have learned the ways of the VTuber well. I want to see if I was gonna win, but I liked vibes. Hell yeah. Luckily, you got a fun personality, so it should go well with finding a crowd. Now I watch a bunch of art streamers and spread from there. That's awesome. Yeah, art streams, there's a lot less competition because of two reasons. One, there's not a lot of artists who stream. You can usually scroll to the bottom of art streams pretty easily. Two, everyone's style is so different, and you can get a quick glance at what that is within the first few minutes. Versus a lot of game streamers, they all kind of push for the same kind of content, same personality. That's why I really like Butch, why I've been watching his YouTube and his streams and stuff. He does a lot more narrative stuff. He plays a variety of games, but his voice is very soothing, and he's very good at narration. And that's what separates him from a lot of the gamers out there. And so for art, your art initially separates and then its personality, which I think makes it really easy. I think I wouldn't be streaming if I couldn't stream my art, or if I didn't do art. I don't think that I would do well as a streamer. I got the personality, I think, but when I'm gaming, I get so locked in or frustrated that I don't think it would come through as much as I would hope. Now I've been in it for 6 months and gotten my bearings. I'm looking to focus more on niche since variety isn't really my strength. I keep it more as a side thing soon. I wish you all the luck. I know how concentrated and how difficult that like category is. Anyone who does gaming streams, like, man, all the power to you. It's a tough category. A category that I find really cool that's niche is Lego building. That's so cool. I think Lego building streams are really cool. Want me to prep anything for dinner while you're gone? My mom has to go pick up the groceries. Bless me. Someone found by rating does hand cam Gundam building. That's so cool. Oh, that's actually a really good way also, kind of on that topic. A really good way to get viewers is to give an incentive when people raid you. Deer Sightings, for example, when you raid Deer Sightings, they'll doodle your character. If you give some sort of incentive that you become known for when you get raided, that could be a really good thing too. Either putting their name on your screen or doing a little doodle for them. People really like incentives. I don't do them because I get way too distracted. But I've thought about it. A 3D model for extra tracking on herself. Oh, that's cool. I've seen that. The like mix of like IRL and VTuber. My goal, I don't know if any of you watch Barley the Bear. He's the furry VTuber who's been doing a lot of cam videos lately, specifically for cooking. I think that is something that I would like to do at some point. I'd like to be mostly VTuber, but then also sometimes do IRL cams when I'm doing like a cooking stream, or maybe I'm showing off something. Maybe if I got so big and got lots of presents, I could stream IRL boxing videos. She uses a website called Text-to-Speech Monster? Let's take a look. TTS Monster. Register. I'm setting it up right now. Authorized Yamari. Oh, I see. So what I'm seeing is it alerts when someone subscribes or tips. It doesn't look like it does text to speech what the chat says, unless I'm not looking correctly. Down bites, help. The dashboard just says like, oh wait, hang on. What if I'll turn off that and then set up channel points, connect with Twitch, authorize. Just a moment. Okay, your account has been connected. If you haven't already, you must manually create a channel point reward for your viewers. Oh, okay, there we go. Back to dashboard. And it's just text to speech. Do I have it set like, am I at the channel points? Text to speech. Where is it? There it is. Text to, it's a capital S. I don't know if that matters. Text to speech. Save. Now, how do I set up the little character? Okay. I remember getting raided and it literally filled half my objectives. That's so awesome. Getting raided is such a good feeling. I sent you a video tutorial. Okay. Yeah, I can see what I can figure out now, and then if I truly can't figure it out, then I'll watch the video. Bye, Mariam. Okay, I got the webhook done. Sound bites. Help. Welcome back, Snow. We're messing with something right now. TTS monster. Oh. Okay, so I've got it on the screen. It's just a matter of getting an image now. Hello, Matcha. Okay, I'll do the rest after stream. I have hit a wall. But we got the line art done for this. We got the line art sent over to Apathina. So a little bit of progress, but it's helped my momentum a bit. So I think this is actually a good chance for me to wrap up, and I can mess with text-to-speech monster for tomorrow, hopefully. And I think I'm gonna keep drawing until it's time for dinner and stuff. And then maybe play some Hightail later. Or maybe I'll play Hightail now. Maybe yeah, maybe it's Hightail. I like Hightail. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. We'll go over here. I need to get a new stinger. I want a new stinger. Maybe I'll get a custom one. That'd be cool. Okay, we're not gonna raid out because I'm tired. I don't want to talk to people right now. Did you see the new Minecraft babies? I did. Haven't we talked about that already? There's the new babies. Yeah, I'm like perfectly there. We can see them all. I also do have, I never showed you guys this. When we turn off the fish, I have fan art. I need to update the fan art wall because we got some new stuff. But look, it's a fan art wall now. I'll stream on my own with blackjack and hookers. You know what? Forget stream. With blackjack and hookers. I actually quote that a lot with my brother. You can always raid and run, you know. I know, but it's still like the mental tax of waiting for their thing to load up, waiting for them to say hi. Sometimes they have ads when I get in. Ugh. I think it's a no raid day, I think. Low energy. Yeah, isn't it cute? And then feed. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow at some point. Not at some point. 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Sure.